guys. I'm Mike. It is 12:15 in the morning on September 1st, the month, the year of our dark Lord. And what am I doing? I'm not lot. I don't know what. I was curious. I said, you know what? I was playing that, get my butt kicked. Had a few visitors, watching some basketball, get my butt kicked in that. Kids went to bed, wife went to bed. Got a notification on my phone. My friend Kay said, hey, I hear the Scream trailer. It's not only come, but it's being shown places, mysterious places. And then I go on Twitter, and on Twitter, I see a description of the Scream 7 trailer. I don't know. Could be total shit, could be complete. You guys can't hear me? Can you guys not hear me? Oh, no. Hang on. Audio's bad? Okay, give me a second. Let's see what I can do here. I'm underwater. Is this better? Has it gotten any better yet? Tell me. That's so weird. Why would that happen? It's fixed. It's fixed. Is it good? You know what it was? I was listening to music on Spotify, and I don't know if somehow that like messed with it, but good now. Good now. Okay, let me go back. Let me go all the way back to the start and redo that entire thing. You ready? Should I take my shirt off first? Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know. It's September the 1st, and anything could happen. Okay, so I know. Why not Horror Paradise, though? Why not? You know what? I said, I'm not doing anything. I'm getting my butt kicked in Madden. Let's talk about some Scream news. See if anybody's awake. Poke around the tires. See what's happening. Tickle people's feathers softly. Butts softly with a feather. I've had a couple drinks tonight. I hope that you have too. And if you haven't, that's good as well. Probably for the better. But okay, so I was playing Madden and got a message from my friend Kay on Twitter who was like, hey, Scream 7 trailer's been playing places apparently. Some people know what's up. I go on Twitter and I see that there's a rumor going on. And normally with Scream 7, you just don't pay attention to anything, right? Like there's so many fake people and fake accounts that just don't do anything, right? And they just say crazy stuff. But like I started to look it up and I started to get a little bit deeper in it, a little bit deeper. And they're like, go deeper. And I'm like, that's as deep as I can go, but I'll go a little deeper. And then I saw it seems like this might be legit. I don't know, could be legit. But I figured might as well just throw on an old live stream, see who's awake, see what's going on, and see who wants to talk about it. And here you guys are. Welcome. Chris, so I don't know. I didn't see 3C's trailer on it, but when I saw on this Twitter post that it came from 3C, I was like, oh, well, that I can probably trust. You know what I mean? So like it's at least worth talking about. So like I don't know the exact origins of this. I this is just so random and out there and just like quick, but like we're gonna talk about it. This website here has brought it up, and I'll show it to you guys now. It's crazy. I can't listen to Spotify in my ear holes while talk to you guys without messing up the audio. You know, that's so weird. Let's see if it does it again. All right, test it with me before we get into it. Is the audio crap again? Is the audio go back to crap? Because like the music feels good. The audio went back to crap. All right. Well, you can't have it all in this world, you know? You can't always get what you want. It'll be okay. That's weird. That's so crazy. Is Jay sleeping? I mean, Jay, I don't know if Jay's sleeping or not, but Jay doesn't want to talk about Scream news, you know? So that's one of those things. I would have, yeah, fuck my music. Music can go to hell. Music's not gonna happen for us. You can't have it all. You can't have it all. I'll just have to keep the songs in my head. In my headphones. You know, I could do. I got an idea. No, can't do that. Never mind. You know what? We don't need the music. We can live as humans without it. We can just talk about Scream in silence. It's going to be okay. No, and I've showed my hair enough. Okay, I'm done with the showing of the hair. It's growing back. It's in a transition stage, and we're gonna have to live with it. Okay. Yeah, dude, that new Thrice album does sound good. Well, actually, the song I was listening to was ASAP Rocky Trunks. I don't even know what was going on, but I was just into it. It felt good. It felt right in and around the hole. I've been listening to a lot of Bush's new album. That stuff's pretty good. I like that a lot. New Deftones album's dope. I like that. Blink's back on tour, so I've been back and listening to Blink and stuff. But that's not where you get a head tat. Yeah, get a big old Blink-182 smiley face on my head. All right, you guys want to talk about the Scream news? Hey, K Saba, member for 13 months. I love your face, Farva. Hey, that's not nice. It's okay because it comes from you, so it lands sweeter. Katie, it's fine. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be all right. How's your all's weekend going, by the way? How's the weekend going for you? Memorial Day weekend? Is it Memorial Day? Is it Labor Day? Which one is it? I don't know. It's hard to tell. The kids are off. Not gotten any work done. Been cooking a lot though. Been hanging out. Been having a good time. Been watching a lot of college football. Betting's doing well. Doing well in the betting. Lee the Machine has been about 14 months since I'm kicking myself the nuts. Blink-182 is in concert near me. I missed out. You did. That set list is so good, dude. The set list is amazing. We're going in September. Do you remember when you saw Blink-182 in September? I apologize for that. What just happened? I should be in bed, but I'm not. I'm here on a live stream on the internet with strangers, but you're not strangers. No stranger danger. It's going to be fine. I like that. Yeah, no, I've eaten poorly today as well. I had a pizza sandwich, had some B-dubs, had the Wild Wings. They're very hot. I'm going to be pooping later. It's going to be all right. Had chili last night. It's going to be great. But let's talk about Scream, shall we? Dude, I saw the video, dude. I saved the video of the dude who was yanking it at a Korn concert. I saved it because, wow, you guys don't understand. This dude's at a Korn concert and the videos from the back, and he's just like, looks like he's going to town on himself. And then all of a sudden, some dude just jumps back and smacks him in the back of the head, but the camera cuts out, and then security carries him out because I think he was crank yanking it. I don't know what's going on in my house, by the way, but like if you open wine, out of nowhere, gnats come out of Crazy Town. Okay, you can probably see them if you look close enough. There's like 3 gnats hovering around me. This is a new occurrence. I don't understand. Sorry about that. I don't understand what's going on with the gnats, but like there's wine, so they come out. I don't know where are they living. I don't know, but we have them. See what I mean? I got wine here, and there's gnats all over the place. What's going on? What's happening with the gnats? Anyways, wouldn't you feel bad for the dude if he was just playing air drums, and all of a sudden some dude, and then this rumor spreads and he gets kicked out? I feel bad for him already. We need that guy's story. Let's have him on the show. Stop touching your peppy, Steve, in the middle of Korn concerts. No one wants that. All right. Hey, Duke, he's been a member for 6 months. He says, our love is like a red rose and I'm a little thorny. That's right, baby. I don't know what that means, but I liked it. It felt good. Felt right. And I love you, Dookie. I love you deep. I love you real deep. Okay. I keep saying we're going to do it. I'm checking out a Limp Bizkit show. That should be allowed at a Limp Bizkit show. Corey Feldman's the opener. Anything could happen. Okay. Let's take a look here at this. Where'd it go? All right, here it is. Now, so I'm trusting 3C on this one. I'm trusting this comes from a verified, appropriate place because 3C is 3C and he's, great at what he does. So, and this comes from Scream News, which is a Scream account that posts a lot and they get, they're on it with the Scream News. I think sometimes they get a little spoilery. Okay. I think sometimes they'll share just about anything. And so, whatever, but I don't appreciate that very much. But on the other hand, they do post a lot and they keep up to date. So that's good. Just, hey, Scream News, get a little bit better about being a little bit more discerning. Okay. A little more discerning. Maybe not share possible spoilers. Maybe not share stuff from like Steve's uncle at a Taco Bell. Okay. Because we can't share everything. Even if we get a couple retweets out of it, it's not worth sharing everything. Okay. We got to be discerning. That's the word of the night. I learned that this morning while eating breakfast. That's right. Okay. All right. Shall we? Shall we read? Shall we put our minds to the use and read the wordage? Scream News sharing via 3C that the trailer. So I don't know where the trailer is, by the way. I don't know where the trailer, if it's playing anywhere. Who has this goddamn trailer? Where is it? I want it, Steven. Give it to me. We don't know. But apparently 3C, I don't know. Again, we just don't know exactly where this comes from. So it says the trailer, if this is the Scream 7 trailer, will begin with a couple arriving at an Airbnb to spend the weekend. The Airbnb is Stu's house. Whose house? Stu's house. The Airbnb is Stu's house, now transformed into a tourist attraction. From there, a Ghostface animatronic scares the couple, but soon a real Ghostface appears and attacks the victim. Now, there's more to this. It attacks the victims. So that makes total sense, right? They just made, if this is true, they just made Stu's house a Airbnb destination. At least they did it as like an addition to the marketing for Scream 5 or 6. You guys remember that? You could stay there and they were doing a little thing you do. And you could stay there and you could, watch the movies there or whatever. So it's so meta as hell, if that's true, for Kevin Williamson and company and Guy Busick, who's writing this, to tie that idea into that, right? So if the trailer starts with that, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, they did the Stu's house in Scream 5 already. I have no problem going back to it again. It's an iconic location. It might as well be the Statue of Liberty in the middle of the sand in Planet of the Apes. You know what I mean? We can go back to that shit as many times as you want to, in my opinion. So moving forward. It says, then Sydney Prescott will be introduced with her family, including Tatum Prescott, the oldest daughter. In the trailer, there's a focus on Sydney balancing life as a mother, wife, and business owner. There's the picture of the little latte, which, as we have heard rumors that Sydney is the owner of the proprietor of an establishment that sells coffee. She's had a big career arc. All right, let's be honest. Sydney has I was a high schooler. All right. I was very good at the internet. And then I went to college and then everyone died. And then I became in the middle of the nowhere in the woods, sexual assault phone person, or helping victims via phone in the middle of the woods with my dog. And then became a book writer, and now is a book writer. Okay. So it's a big career arc for Sydney. In Scream 5, we don't know what she does. Apparently, this is what she's been doing. She owns a coffee shop. Crazy, all over the place. Make a decision, pick a career path and stick to it, Sid. In all seriousness, though, she owns that, and she's balancing life. And they show a little bit of that. Next, Tatum's group of friends, which this is, I can't remember the actress's name, but Tatum is apparently the oldest daughter, and she was an actress in one of the spin-offs of the Yellowstone dude, right? And by all accounts, a really good actress. Excited to see her play Sydney's daughter. But then her group of friends, one of them, McKenna Grace, the boy Ghostbuster. If you guys remember the Ghostbusters movies, the recent one, she was the boy. Celeste O'Connor as Chloe, and Asa German, Lucas, Sam Reckner are all introduced. So they do a quick little of the new kids on the block, right? And then it says everything seems, this is where it gets crazy. This is where it gets Snickle Fritz, okay? Daddy's thirsty. It says everything's fine until Sydney receives a call with Ghostface voice, which she believes is just a prank. The killer then calls her via FaceTime to prove it's real, and then takes off the mask, revealing that Stu Macher is behind it. That is so apeshit. And when I read this, I was like, I think this is real. When I read this, I was like, I think that this is real. I think because whoever, that meme of the dude, like the gif of the dude like writing fire. If someone just made this shit up, they were doing this. You know what I mean? Because that sounds pretty good. And if they're gonna introduce Stu via an announcement, then obviously he's going to be in the trailer. What a better way to introduce them, right? And then they, it is 5 o'clock somewhere. It's midnight 30. Okay, it's way past 5 o'clock. I'm allowed to be me right now. Okay, it's fine. You watch your tone. But no, that doesn't mean Stu is AI. I think in my heart of hearts, what I believe, what I hope, if I have my best hopes, is that Stu is revealed and they assume it's AI, right? And we're assuming the entire movie it's AI. So it's like, hey, there you go, you little shits, you little Stu trained fuck bags. Stu's alive. You got your little Stu, Matthew Lillard, but he's AI and we're moving on. But my hopes and dreams are you announce Stu, you make it seem like he's AI. But then at the end of the movie, when the killer finally takes their masks off, it is Stu. And it is the real Stu. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, the killer calls her via FaceTime to prove it's real and then takes off the mask. Could it be AI? Yes. But like, is it going to be that obvious? I mean, they have Matt Lillard in the role as an older Matthew Lillard, face on screen playing the role. It's hard for me to imagine how they're going to be like, oh yeah, that's AI. You could tell it's definitely AI, and just assume it's AI. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And maybe part of the mystery that comes in after that is when Gale and Sid go on their little Scooby-Doo tour, they start looking into Stu's death. Okay, well, where's the body? Is this official? Is this real? Whatnot? And then maybe they find out that there's not a body. And maybe they find out that Stu's rich parents got him off or hid the body and used some of the replaced his body with one of those kids who burnt up on their way to see Principal Hembury, who's hanging by the goalpost, who were driving like drunk assholes. That's still where I would go with it if I was writing this thing. But yeah, we'll see. This do have a grave. Exactly. There's a lot of stuff they could delve into. So he may be AI, but at least we get to see Stu taunting at worst case scenario. And like, I am not going to go all like, I need it to be this way or it's nothing. Stu being back in any fashion, form, or whatever is good enough for me. Do I want Matthew Lillard to be back for Stu to be alive? Hell fucking yeah, I do. But if they just bring him back and we get a little bit more of him, and that's the best it gets, by God, thank you. You know, that might be all that you get, as the intro to Ted Lasso says. I have to be all right with that. Beggars can't be choosy. I can't be out here being like, thanks for the Super Nintendo for Christmas, Mom. But I really also wanted Space Jam. You got to just take what you get. So that being that. So the trailer, Stu, initially in the trailer, everything full gaunt going forward. Next, it says Sydney and Gale go to a psychiatric hospital during the investigation. That a psychiatric hospital? What does that mean? Why do they go to a psychiatric hospital? Why do they go to a psychiatric hospital? Obviously, don't get your nipples twisted. Stu is, if Stu comes back in this, he's not been in a psychiatric hospital. He's been dead. They would have mentioned him in the other movies. There's no way in fuck tit that like all these movies have been happening, right? And nobody, when it's like, who's this guy in a ghost face mask killing people, was like, maybe we should check in on Stu, who's at the psychiatric hospital. Unless maybe, I don't know, but like, yeah, it's like, there's no way they're going to the psychiatric hospital that Stu's supposed to be at. But why are they at a psychiatric hospital? That's a question we have to ask ourselves, right? That's interesting. But the trailer also shows Sydney finally giving an interview to Gale on her talk show, talking about her past tormented by different ghost faces. Now, this is the only thing I've read so far that makes me think, oh, is this story full of cock poop? Because that kind of seems like a fan thing. Like, I want to see Sydney on Gale's show talking on the TV set. I've seen a lot of people bring that up and like a lot of fake stories that have come up, Sydney and Gale using Gale's show and shit like that. So that's the only thing that makes me things that make you go home a little bit about this. Why would she do that unless she's trying to bring the killer out? Right. So maybe that's it. Maybe they do a little Gone Girl thing. You know what I mean? Like they do a little Gone Girl. Let's set it up. Let's bring this fucker out. So maybe that's what's going on. What if Ghostface, dude, could you imagine if they are doing that interview and Ghostface calls into the show and they do like a Zodiac thing where they try to like get the killer to like call into the show to try to like track his call, and like Ghostface on a live TV set? That would be dope as fuck. That would be dope as fuck. I would watch that stuff. Yeah, you guys can't just be making stuff up on the computer. All right? Just like Toni Collette should have won the Oscar for Hereditary. But yeah, From there, the plot's getting split. On the one hand, Sydney and Gail come together right now to investigate Ghostface's identity. And on the other, Tatum and friends also try to unravel a mystery. You're going to have to walk that wire with a very thin piece of floss. Okay. These are, how do you do that, right? These are teenage kids. And on one hand, you'd be like, all right, are we really going to Scooby-Doo with the kids? Sydney, who's been going through all this stuff, is just going to let her kid go out and Scooby-Doo? Is it Scream the TV series? But on the other hand, she's raised her kid in a certain way. We heard in the last screen update that she's raised her kid differently based on what she's been through. So maybe instead of being super protective, she's prepared and she's super evolved for a teenager, and she trusts her to like be a part of this. That could be it too. But like the trailer sounded great so far. So Ghostface attacks are shown inside the Pine Grove High School auditorium. Fucking chef's kiss. God, I want to see that. I do. As well as a house sequence that references Scream 4. Tatum and her friends witness an attack that references Jill, Kirby, and Olivia. So, okay. That's a little weird, right? Like, unless they put that in a stab movie. If they put that kill, which is the Olivia kill, is one of the great kills of the franchise. Just amazing setup by Wes Craven, amazing everything. And also, you got to think, we just had an anniversary of the passing of Wes Craven. Maybe that has like pushed this trailer into the stratosphere. Like, hey, let's get this thing out there. That could be a thing too. That just popped in my head. But yeah, if they mention that death in Scream 4, maybe Sydney has followed the killings and what's gone on, and like the kids are well versed in it too. Maybe that's why it gets referenced. Maybe it was in a stab movie, if that's the case. But they show the Pine Grove High School. There's Ghostface in the high school, which is pretty cool, man. Pretty fucking cool. Let's be honest. Like, that really brings me back to the original Scream. The boots dropping down, the glittery robe dropping down while Sydney's in the bathroom. An attack at the school would be pretty dope. Really put us back in the old holler right there. So I'm pretty cool with that. Moving on, it says, in a tense scene, Sydney Prescott guides her daughter Tatum through their house. As she watches the interior security cameras, Ghostface is stalking Tatum in the dark. So, listen, the only way that makes sense at all, in my opinion, is if, I mean, Sydney's got to be unable to be there to help, right? So if Sydney has it up on her phone and she has the cameras in the house and she's like, okay, do this, he's here, go there, she's planned for this, that's okay. As long as they don't, like, there's no way in hell Sydney was just be in the house somewhere like, you know, Emilio Estevez in Mission Impossible while her daughter's getting chased by Ghostface. So I imagine that's the scenario there. Sydney's out somewhere else. Ghostface has called her. He's in the house. And she goes, oh, boop, immediate. I got this shit on lock. I'm ready to fucking go. And she's leading her daughter in the house. That's intense as hell. That would be intense. In the trailer, we also see Chad, Mindy, and Sydney's best friend, Jessica, played by Anna Camp. So we see a bunch of accoutrements, a bunch of different characters. Wait a minute. Is that it? Is that where it stops? I think that's where it stops. So allegedly that's what goes on in the trailer, which, to be honest, would be a pretty fucking thick trailer if that's what we see. So I don't know. When are we going to see this? Is it going to play in front of The Conjuring? The rumor that's been going on all across the internet is that this trailer is going to be this September. I mean, that is just everywhere out of nowhere, just shooting all over everyone like a super soaker. That this trailer is going to be on the internet, or it's going to be in theaters. It's going to be released in September. Do you remember? And, it just goes to show you, don't listen to certain YouTube channels who tell you that they heard, then they know for a fact it's going to be in front of the Running Man trailer. Because everyone has an opinion, Steve. I have a butthole. How does that make us different? I don't know. But the trailer that sounds like the kind of shit, like exact kind of shit you would get in a trailer. Just a little tease, the perfect amount of teasing of everything. A little early though, right? A movie comes out in February. We get a trailer in September. The only thing I could think is that they really wanted to play in front of all the. Listen, I just looked every single week in September. Every single week, there is a new movie release that comes out. That's a horror movie. Long Walk, tons of shit. Every week for the next 5 weeks, there is one major horror release a week. So if you're going to put it out, it actually is very smart to put it out now. Meow, chicken fucker, because you get that shit out and like it's just going to get all the play in the world, just like him playing during all the upcoming football games and stuff like that. I think that movie is going to be huge. So, oh, sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good to me. Robin Barker says, I'm in the darkest time of my life right now. I'm not sure if I'll get out of this one, but we'll see. Watching past Wham streams for distraction, getting drunk to kill the pain. Thanks, Wham. Brother, I don't know what's going on, but I promise you're going to be all right. Look at me. Look at this mustache. All right. It wouldn't lie. All right. You know what the saying is, right? Gets darkest just before the dawn. Whatever you're going through, brother, I am sorry. I don't mean to make light of it, but hey, hang in there, man. I've been through some wild shit in my day. Wild shit. I'm still kicking. Hang in there, brother. Hang in there, brother. Good thoughts to you. Cheers, everybody, to Robin, and good thoughts to Robin. Whatever's going on, man. Tomorrow's another day. Just keep fighting, brother. So I'm sorry to hear you're going through it, man. I love you. I love you. And we all got your back. Just in spirit, but still. Matt Roberts, thanks, buddy, says, I'm drunk. Well, that makes one of us. Personally, I think you should pay attention to your health a little closer, Matt. There's no reason for that on a Sunday. I'm drunk and I was watching the YouTube video. I was watching the video of y'all's Peacemaker live, and now you're live again. Who could have imagined this turn of events? Things happen. It's a meta universe that we live in. That's what I was thinking. I was playing Madden. I was getting pissed off. I said, I almost want to turn this game off. There's all the Scream news coming in. I can't talk about it. It's upsetting me. And I said, why not? Who's fucking stopping me? Not no one's stopping me. So here I am at almost 1 a.m. doing a random ass live stream together. And I'm having a good time. And I'm glad that you guys are here with me, even if we can't listen to music. Go Bills. Austin, I'm rooting for the Bills this year. I am. Not more than my Packers, not more than Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers, because I hope he does good. But third, I hope the Bills do. I was watching Hard Knocks. That Josh Allen is a nice fucking guy. You know, he's a nice guy. I'm rooting for him too. Moral says it's late. I could use a Wham stream. It's getting late. I could use a drink. And here we are together. God, I hope Shark Tank's always thank you. Says, God, I hope this movie is about Sydney's trauma. They said the Jamie Lee word. And again, I think Kevin Williamson's smart enough. Like the king of meta, right? The king of meta is not going to go back and double over 2018 Halloween. That's not going to happen. Though I was worried about that a little bit too when they're like, well, how would Sydney be raising her kids? You don't want to see her doing this. It's not a trap, baby. It's not a trap. Julie thing. Not Julie, but, you know, Laurie Strode thing. Surely to God, they will do something original and different with her pain and what she's going through for sure. Lee the Machine says, Chalice, are you Stu's dad and Loomis is Stu's doctor? This is kind of what I'm saying here. You know, as a doctor, there's a rich family. There's a young man who's possibly been killing people. Maybe he was under the influence of alcohol and chasing big old titties. Tatum. And let's give the young man a second chance. They slipped me a couple bucks. I get to stay away from my kids a little longer. And as Dr. Chalice, and you know, everybody wins. You know, that's what I'm saying. Doctors in Woodsboro are not to be trusted. Neither is that sheriff. They red herring the fuck out of that sheriff in Scream, right? With the boots. Same boots that you saw in Ghostface, smoking a ciggy while Dewey's licking an ice cream cone like a fucking weirdo. They red herring the fuck out of the sheriff. It would not be a big stretch at all for them to have that same sheriff fucking Stu's parents some gambling money, all right? It was the first week of the NFL season. He was pumped up. They were playing poker, gambling debt. Do me this favor, and your debt is cleared. And he helped switch out a couple bodies, switcheroo. Everybody thinks Stu's dead. He's been living in his parents' attic for all this time, tickling the ivories, playing these fucking Scream 5 kids and getting them to do his bidding for him. Why not? Why not? Let's get crazy with the stick, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, with the writing. Do it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. I too am looking forward to the fantasy draft, Wild Willie. And if you guys want to join us on Patreon, the Patreon football fantasy draft live stream is Wednesday night starting at 8 o'clock. Anybody available in the Patreon or YouTube memberships can join. Just join, Send me an email, send you an invite. You got a team. You're a part of the fantasy football fuckaroo. It's going to be a great time. We're drafting on Wednesday. John X Dragon says, happy Labor Day. Question, do you think Dewey will be officially brought back undercover working a secret case to take down Stu? No. I fucking wish. God, the balls to do that. The balls. I know everybody would hate it, and like everybody would be like, this movie's fucking stupid. I don't care. I'm in. I don't care what you have to do to bring Dewey back. If you could bring back a live Dewey to this franchise, I will just, the same way the sheriff and Woodsboro just pushed all the dead Stu stuff under the carpet. I'm willing to push back all the suspense of belief. If you want to bring me back Dewey, I don't give a fuck how silly it sounds. If that's what it takes to right the wrongs of Scream 5 and bring back Dewey, let's go. Let's go, Steve. I'm in. I don't think that'll be the case. And I honestly definitely don't think Dewey will be back. But I'd be for it if they were, brother. I would be for it if they were. Lee says, my question is, what part is Dewey doing since they bring him? But yeah, that's the thing. My best guess is, again, they're going to be at least hinting that Stu's AI. And maybe they think for a second, oh my God, Stu's still alive. How could it be? And then they get another phone call and it's Dewey. And he's taunting her like from the grave. Why didn't you save me, Sid? Like whatever. Like just they're using Dewey. And it's Dewey being on the phone. So I'm so sorry for hitting that. When you realize that, oh, this killer is using, and he also he does Roman as well. And that's when they realize, oh, that wasn't actually Stu, supposedly, but they're using AI to bring these killers back to taunt Sydney and to taunt her family, which really unnerves her and then settles her in a new way that she hasn't dealt with before. But again, that could all still lead to Stu being under the mask in the end. But I think that's what they'll do. They'll bring Dewey back to taunt her. Taunt. Panario says, are you having a little libation night? Also, where'd you get the coveralls for your Michael costume? Yeah, a little bit. Went to B-Dubs. Watched a little South Carolina game. Won that bet, by the way. Bet on South Carolina. I got it from not Tractor Supply, but Rural King. We've gotten several pairs over the years, different pairs, but the most recent pair I wore, I just got from a Rural King for like fucking like 30 or 40 bucks. You know, they're all the same, just blue overalls. You know, wear them down a little bit, put some blood on them. You know. But yeah, it was pretty simple actually on that one. We're not too specific. I mean, fuck, half time you see Michael Myers in our videos, he's wearing tennis shoes or like black finger paint or some shit. So Lee, or we can pretend Scream 5 and 6 doesn't exist. Now I would, God damn it, stop hitting it, Mike. Fuck, I got a new arm. I put money into the channel. That's what you do. I got a new arm and I keep hitting it. I would say yeah, but you know they're not going to do that because they're bringing back Chad and Mindy. The only way in fuck that they pretend Scream 5 and 6 doesn't exist is if they bring back Chad and Mindy and they were to put them in a stab movie. But then again, Sid interacted with these people. So did Gail. So like, obviously that's not the case. So yeah, definitely they're not going to pretend it doesn't exist because they're bringing them back. But Kevin Williamson in our last Scream update, he said that this feels like a final chapter of sorts for 5 and 6. So there are going to be ties into that. Again, I'm fucking hoping those ties are that Stu was in control of the kids in 5 and 6. And that's how it all comes full circle and puts that baby to bed. That's what I'm hoping for, Lee. Love you, Lee. You're the fucking best, dude. Austin Payne says Halloween Ends and Eastbound Down ended the same. It was all in Kenny's head or Jamie Lee Curtis still. Go Bills. Dude, Eastbound. I never finished Eastbound Down. I need to. I did finish Vice Principals, which was fucking dope. That show is amazing. I need to finish that show for sure. Flash Drive says, Mike, tell my girlfriend Amber to eat better. Oh, dear God, you should never say that to your girlfriend. You're cruising for a bruising, pal. You can't tell your girlfriend to eat better. Am I reading? Are you talking about your butt? That's disgusting. And in no way do I shame you for it. But like, no, yeah. No matter how you word that, no matter how you go about that, you're in the wrong here, pal. Get ready to be sleeping on the couch with me. I was half afraid there was going to be gnats in the wine. You spilled wine all over the duvet. No. Tell your girlfriend to eat. I will not. Okay? I will not do that. She eats wonderfully. Andre Lenoche, get it up! Get it up! And I'll go away. Plot twist. I'm the new Ghostface. Dude, he would have been a killer fucking Ghostface, by the way. Dude would have been an awesome Ghostface. And if you guys are looking for an awesome horror movie to watch this week that has atmosphere, you should watch Storm of the Century by Stephen King. Let's see what you guys are saying. Also, D-Hawk says Stu is back. I believe that in my heart, but unfortunately, I believe Dewey's dead, and that sucks. I hate it. Why didn't kill Gale? Damn it. Wrong kid died. They should have killed Gale. I agree. I do have Stab on a VHS tape. It was sent to me by one of you wonderful motherfuckers. And it's beautiful. But yeah, Jorge says, is it true someone leaked the opening kill of Scream 7? Now, that I don't believe. I did see that. And let me go and refresh some stuff here and see if there's anything new. But like, I saw people saying that like the opening kill of Scream has been leaked. And I won't even look at that. Like, you want to talk about leaking a trailer description? Cool. All right. It's a trailer description, whatever. But if you're leaking the fucking opening of the movie, you're a piece of shit. Like, all these, and I mean this, if you're a fucking Scream YouTuber or fan account or whatever, and you share the opening kill details, fuck you. I mean that from my fucking heart. Fuck you. You are actually pooping on this franchise. You cannot call yourself a fan. If you somehow come into those details, and sometimes, guys, we get stuff like, sometimes we find out stuff, and I'm like, whoa, I'm certainly not going to share that. You know why? Because it hurts the movie. Like, why would I fucking share that? So I get a couple clicks. What is my fucking YouTube channel getting a couple thousand views or a tweet getting a couple clicks versus totally ruining the experience of a fucking movie that everybody's been looking forward to for years and actually denting the franchise that I love in so many ways? Because think about it. You put out all that information, they could have put months and months of effort and writing and shit into these scenes, right? No matter what, dude, if people know and read what's going to happen, it's not going to land the way they intended it to. If the opening doesn't land, the movie gets off on a bad foot. If the movie gets off on a bad foot, it could literally hurt the franchise forever and always and forever. Vitamin C. That's so shitty to me that people do that. Like, you are literally pooping on people's hard-earned hard work if you share shit like that. I cannot stand that people are sharing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking dick move. Like, fucking dick move. Like, you literally make a living, or maybe a side fucking living, or like whatever, because this franchise exists, and you're gonna go and fucking dick it like that. Dog shit, dude. Dog shit to spread those fucking spoilers. I hope it's not true, and I won't believe it's true. Lee says, Mike, tell Jay TMNT Secret of the Ooze is getting re-released in March 26th for 31st. Hey, Lee, let me ask you a question, pal. Why the fuck don't you think I'm excited for the TMNT Secret of the Ooze? Okay? That's my favorite TMNT movie. I fucking love that movie. Tell Jay. Tell me. I knew that already, because I knew that this one came out this year and then the next one's next year, because I'm waiting with bated breath. I will tell Jay, though. I'm fucking excited about it. Andre does say, though, on a serious note, my sister was murdered in 2021. You and Jay have no idea how much you all helped me through the darkest time of my life. Love you, brother. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to curse like doing that. It was just a shocking thing to read. I'm so sorry to read that. And as I tell anybody, the stories you guys share with us is amazing. And if we certainly don't deserve that credit, but if anything that we do made a few seconds of your night and your life better, then we're very happy to be a part of doing that. So thank you for sharing that, man. I'm terribly sorry that happened to you, and I could not imagine, but you guys do the same for us, brother. When we're going through a hard time, you guys do the same thing for us. So love you, buddy. I think that that's so crazy that's a wild thing to even read. Byron said Scream is the most consistent franchise. You could say, so what do you guys think though? Like, it's Scream and then there's Evil Dead too. Evil Dead's got to be in that conversation. Like, people want to shit on Scream 6 and be like, it's absolute dog shit. It's not. It's not the best, but it's not dog shit. Okay. It's better than a lot of sequels and a lot of horror franchises. So like, Scream is really consistent, dude. Scream 3 got a little bit crazy, for sure. And the franchise has never reached the original, but it's been pretty consistent. Evil Dead the same way. Those might be, to me, those may be the two most consistent franchises of all of them. Austin, you can't say Child's Play, dog. Come on. Child's Play's been all over the fucking map, dude. They got teenagers making out and shit on Sci-Fi Network. That can't possibly count. Oh, I fucking respect it though. John Dragon says, random, are you more excited for James Gunn's Batman than Reeves? And who do you want as Batman for the DCU? Brandon Skellner is a solid choice. Dude, my Batman is 110% Alan Ritchson. Dark Knight Returns, fucking huge ass built motherfucker Batman. Alan Ritchson would be an amazing Batman. So that's my pick. And that's hard for me to say, dude, because I'm not all about Reeves Batman. Like, I know people are. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. Robert Pattinson, though, as Bruce Wayne, fucking sucked. Like, little skinny emo. Like, have a fucking sandwich, bro. You expect me to believe that you're beating the shit out of criminals in the streets of Gotham when you look like, you don't have a fucking ounce of muscle on you? That shit's crazy. Get in the gym, Robert, and then maybe I'll believe you a little bit more. But then again, I'm going to go and say it. Yeah, I think I'm more excited for James Gunn's Batman. I am a little bit worried that they said Andre Machete's going to direct it. That's a problem for me. He has no handle on his CGI or special effects. Most of his movies look like shit. So I am worried about that a little bit. But James Gunn's been on a fucking heater, dude. Peacemaker's so good. It's been so good. Byron says when it's consistent, I meant timeline wise. Okay, so timeline wise, the most consistent, yeah. If you would say timeline, Child's Play is super fucking consistent. Actually, they don't let go of the rope, dude. They go, I don't care how fucking crazy this gets. They put Chucky on a string and put him through a goddamn car wash, and no matter what happens at the end of that, it's still canon, bitches. But you're right, Scream's been. They never let go of the canon rope either, right? Even with Scream 3, with the actors and shit that they were doing, Scream has been the most consistent with canon. I think you could also say, you kind of say that with Evil Dead, but actually it started way off canon because Evil Dead 2 kind of redid Evil Dead. So that's questionable too. That's actually really interesting when you mention it like that. Yeah, I think you might be right. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. See, this is what happens when I don't have music in my headphones. Lee, justice for Dewey. Mike, you and Jay are amazing guys. Let's party at Doofy's house. Bring your vacuum. Told you not to bother me when I'm cleaning my room. Bring Dewey back and bring Lee the Machine Bowers a joint, because that man's a good person and he deserves to have a joint or some force bump or whatever he prefers tonight. I don't know. Hot Saul summer. Yeah, Saul's kind of all over the place, right? Michael, I don't think we'll rank all the Conjuring movies because it would be like butt, and then like butt, and then like dirty butt, and then dirtiest butt, and then buddy butt. Gonna see Conjuring though this week. Gonna review it, even though I think that franchise is dookie. I do have a video coming out that I'm going to be working on, and it is a deep dive into how full of shit the fucking Warrens are in real life. I'm doing a deep dive video that I'm working on writing right now about how fucking piece of shit people the actual Warrens were in real life. It's crazy, guys. Like, you don't even know. I know the movies paint them as these amazing, wonderful people, and Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson are awesome, and they crush it. but like they are portraying roles of human beings that are actually scum humans, and people don't know that. So I'm making a whole video on that, and it got the first of the month, so got a lot of got a video coming out about what's coming to streaming and whatnot. But yeah, also the Conjuring stuff as well. And then apparently there's going to be a fucking Scream trailer super soon. Jesus Christ. Well, my mouth is dry. Okay, my mouth is dry. It's not my fault. It's fine. Let me see if anything else has come out here since we've been talking. Okay, I did see this though, and I want to ask you guys your opinion. All right, give me your opinion on this. Oh, and by the way, Patreon members, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, Jay and I are watching Dodgeball live on Patreon and on YouTube memberships. That is 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Tuesday night, we're live 9 p.m. Eastern, just for everyone. Wednesday night, Patreon, YouTube, fantasy football live stream. So we may bring this up there as well. But let me ask you guys a question here, okay? Because this is pretty interesting. You can only spend $50, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you can only spend $50. The Iron Man suit's $49. Sydney Sweeney's $25. Goth Girlfriend, $1. Batmobile, $25. What do you do? Pop quiz, hotshot. What do you do? Stinky. Tyler, I feel like you won. That's what I said. I said 50 goth girls. But technically, the correct answer, in my opinion, would definitely be Iron Man suit and goth girlfriend. You can have it all. You can have it all. No disrespect to Sydney Sweeney or the Batmobile. But Iron Man suit and goth girlfriend, pretty good trade-off. I don't think there's any wrong way to go. Is there what else? Like, what would you do? You know what I mean? I think that's pretty good. In this world, Mike, yeah, I didn't make the rules. All right. I'm just going off a tweet, brother. I'm just going off a tweet. Maybe it's like an AI version. Does it matter in that world? Batmobile Sydney Sweeney is what you say. Okay, you're not having a bad night. You're not having a bad night. I'm going Iron Man suit goth girlfriend. You know, or 50 goth girlfriends, which is honestly, that's just a lot to keep up with. So who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? Byron said Lake Mungo is more sad than scary. I just put up a review of Lake Mungo on Patreon and YouTube members, and it is more sad than scary. That's 100% correct. A little scary. A lot of sad, though, brother. A lot of sad. The Iron Man suit would be pretty sweet. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with a goth girlfriend. So I think you win. That's how my brain works. That's how my brain works. But I did say, I would say I buy 50 goth girlfriends, make them my band, call them Mike's Angels, and then I'll sing and dance in my best Michael Jackson impersonation and start a band. And then I'll be Corey Feldman. That was my initial thought, but you know. I'm just gonna spend $1, just get the goth girlfriend and just save the rest to take her out for a nice evening because she deserves it. You know what I mean? That's a possibility as well. That's a possibility as well. So that's probably the most random stream that has ever happened on this channel. Probably. But if that news is true, we had to talk about it, right? Not the Sydney Sweeney tweet, but the Scream news. By the way, I saw Toxic Avenger. Fucking awesome. You should go see that. And apparently at any moment now, there's going to be a Scream 7 trailer playing in front of all these movies. Love Toxic Avenger, by the way. Go see that shit. It was so good. It was a real good time, man. It was fun. It was funny. It was twisted. It had the spirit of the original, you know, and I just really enjoyed it. I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was great. Absolutely thought it was great. Hey, there was a rumor where they say that there will be a cameo that will surprise anybody. Who will it be? I think it'll be Jennifer Love, maybe. Jennifer Love? Hewitt? In Scream, I would think that would be way too meta. But actually, that with Kevin Williamson at the helm, that's not out of the realm of possibility. I could see that. If it was somebody that was a cameo that would surprise you, I think maybe Sarah Michelle Gellar. I just think probably another AI person that hasn't been announced. Maybe Henry Winkler. This is Principal Henry said. Hembry. This is Principal Hembry said, and I'm gonna need you to answer the phone because Ghostface is calling. Like some weird shit like that. Tatum, maybe something like that. I could see that. That'd be my best guess if they're doing the AI thing. That'd be my best guess. Lee, what's your thoughts on the real Annabelle doll making an appearance at conventions? I might as well be a fucking American doll from Target. I don't believe in that shit, brother. I don't believe in that shit. Bring me the Annabelle doll. The actual full-on haunted doll. I'll sleep with it in my bed tonight. I will cuddle it. And I'm not trying to be a badass. I'm just like saying, like, I think that shit is all hokey dokey. And the Warrens made up so much shit that, like, I don't believe in that shit. I think that's just bad luck, what happened to that guy. And, like, yeah, I think it's all bullshit, dude. I really do. So bring it to the conventions. I'll smack it in the mouth. I'll feed it a salt pretzel. Soft pretzel. Salt? Drew Barrymore would be a that'd be cool. I think she'd do it too. I think she would do it. Yeah. So hey guys, did I miss a few Super Golden? Let me go back and make sure. It's late. I'm tired. I'll double check. I'm glad. Thank you for telling me that. I want to make sure. Oh. Byron said, "What's better, Scream 3 or Scary Movie 1?" Scary Movie 1. Dude, over time I've grown to love Scream 3. Like when it came out, I did not like it. I was not a fan, you know. But great opening with Cotton. The voice changer thing was good. There was some fun stuff in there. There was some really entertaining stuff in there, like the fax machine and all that. And the reveal was good. But still, yeah, Scary Movie 1's a classic. It's a comedy classic. So I would still take Scary Movie 1 over that. Colton, your own. Calm Keepers. Says, don't get me wrong, I'm hyped for Scream 7, but do you think with all the announcements of the returning cast, not including Stu, will it be too much fan service? Dude, honestly, it's a really good question to ask. Like, you're not wrong. This day and age, they overdo fan service so fucking much that, like, that is a problem you have to worry about. But I just think that, dude, it's so important to me, the Marcos Beltrami thing. Him coming back and scoring it and bringing back Sydney's Lament, which is now Miss Evans' Lament. I have a feeling that this thing's going to be so much more in tune with the original Scream, with how dark and fucked up it got, but also how light and funny it was, and it's going to add some emotion to it. I think there's going to be fan service, but I just in my heart of hearts, I don't think it's going to matter. And especially if Stu ends up being the killer, which is what I'm really hoping, them doing the AI stuff will actually not feel like fan service. It'll really tell the story in itself. So, but you're right. No, there's dude, that's a tripwire that they'll be walking all the fuck over. No doubt about it. You got to really be careful with that one for sure. And I think I got all of those. I'm just double checking and making sure. Thanks for letting me know. It is late at night. There's been a lot of football watched. There's been a lot of drinks consumed. And by that, I mean waters, because you have to stay hydrated. Jorge says, there's a rumor where they say that there will be a cameo that will surprise everyone. I read that. See what I mean? Told you. I'm not a perfect man. I'm just a guy. Mastermind says, cameo in Scream 7 is Adrienne Barberio. Stu is dead. Stu's not dead, okay? That actress was amazing, and it'd be cool to see her in a Scream movie. Maybe she's not dead. Okay, how about that? Anything could happen. Don't tell me. 50 Cent got shot 9 fucking times, guys. By the way, I'm on UNC for that one. Bill Belichick, come on. Bill Belichick. We'll be live during the game, but yeah, Bill Belichick, 100%. Andre Lenoche says, I'll be seeing the Annabelle doll at Scarefest. Hope it doesn't give me hemorrhoids because the Warrens are full of shit. That's honestly the worst thing you have to worry about with the Annabelle doll is actually someone with COVID or hemorrhoids touching it. I don't think hemorrhoids are contagious. Hopefully not. We'll see. Yeah. Punch that thing in the face for me. All right. Smack its mouth. It's so full of shit. It's a stupid doll. It's not doing anything to anyone. How dumb do they think we are? You know, like, let's charge $20 for people to touch it so that they can get haunted. Like, if you believe it's real, right? It would make $20 to touch it. Do you, because you want to be haunted? What are we doing? This is stupid. The Warrens are fucking 6 feet underground and still siphoning money out of people. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, dude. Nobody shit in a box of market guaranteed. I will. I've got spare time. But for your sake, for your daughter's sake, you should go with Callahan Auto Parts. I messed that up, but I think I should go. Hey, how's your weekend, guys? I hope everyone's having a good weekend, and I hope you're enjoying family. And if you don't have family around, then I hope you're enjoying just your life, because it doesn't have to be perfect, man. It's not perfect for anybody, but we're alive, and summer's going into fall. College football's in the air. Maybe you don't like college football. I don't know. What I'm saying is there's stuff to enjoy in this world. No matter how dark your life is or what's going on in your life, there's a continuous thing happening, and it's literally life. And it is the season changing and the smell of fall in the air, or maybe a college football game on TV, or maybe having your family around, or maybe if you don't have your family around and that sucks, there's still the other things. There's the enjoyment of your day. There's the smell of coffee in the morning. There's fucking pumpkin spice. There's fucking Halloween popping up in stores. There's other shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can look out in this world and you can see all these other people, maybe even having the exact things that you want in your life. And you say, fuck, you got that. You got that family stuff, and I want that. Or maybe you have this, or you're on a fucking boat trip. I don't know. Don't compare yourselves to that. Look what's in front of you. And what's in front of you is, if your eyes open tomorrow morning, the sun's up, and it's a new day, and you have the whole day in front of you. And there's got to be something out there that will make you smile today. And I don't know what the fuck just happened to me. Why did I go all goddamn Tony Robbins? I don't know. But it's a beautiful time to be alive, folks. No matter what your situation is. There's goth girlfriends out there, you know? Maybe you haven't met one yet. Maybe you will tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's the day. I don't know. It can happen. Life's a gamble. You learn as you go. Sometimes you lead. Sometimes you follow. You know? That's what happens. That's what happens in the world. Who knew we were going to do a scream stream tonight? I didn't know. Anything can happen to you tomorrow. Anything can happen today. Jorge says, I hope it's Maureen's death, the opening kill. That's a big possibility, by the way. That's a big possibility. I said that a long time ago. The opening kill being fucking... Imagine the opening of the movie being young Stu, young Billy. You don't have to show their faces. You don't have to de-age them or anything. They're behind the masks. They show the kill of Maureen. You hear Stu's voice. You hear Billy's voice. And they show the Marine kill. And that's the opening kill. My God, that would be so fucking cool and mysterious. That's a possibility as well. We don't know. But, you know, I love you guys. I love y'all. It's 1:14 in the morning on a goddamn Sunday. It's Monday now. It's fucking Monday. 1:41. 1:14. We're fucking in here. We're alive. Feels good. Feels fucking awesome. I love you guys. I hope you're happy. And if you're not, I hope you get happy. I fucking love y'all. I love you. Good night. Enjoy your sleepy times and your pillows. And they feel so cool and soft. May everyone have a cold pillow tonight. I hope you all have a cold pillow tonight. I love you. Good night. Good night.